The great red dragon burst forth from within the cathedral in a cascade of shattering glass and falling stone. Streams of blood poured from the wounds all over the dragon's body, and its mad scream split the sky. Gone was the brutal cunning and sadistic wit Zilfenir had once prided itself on. Stripped away by the druid's spell, it was just a beast now, and the beast knew it was dying. Sonal preferred it that way. The Minotaur was but a speck on the dragon's back as it flew. But he held gamely on, digging his great axe into its back to serve as a hold, refusing to be thrown off. Sonal was hurt, and badly. A thick hand left the axe to paw at the gaping hole in his breastplate. The hand came away, soaked in his own blood. He rubbed the red across the blade of his axe and froze it in place, cementing the weapon in the back of the beast. Sonal chanced a glance behind him, which showed the flying island receding into the distance, almost now but a speck. The beast was flying straight, too mindless to plan a destination. He heard whispers in his ear and cupped the free hand over the magic earring to hear them better.
Hey big guy, how are you holding up there?
The dwarf's voice had lost its usual easy drawl in favor of barely hidden panic.
Please tell me you got off before it left land.
Sonal took a look past the giant beating crimson wings. He saw 2,000 feet below. The ocean shone and danced in the noon sun. "I'm afraid not, Gideon. I've got to see this one through." Sonal let out a deep chuckle, even as the axe sent pain rocketing up his shredded back and through his punctured lungs. "Just fixing a problem, Squirt. Nothing to fret over. I can't have you kids going a third round with him. You've got other work to do." The axe pulsed in Sonal's hand. The fury that had flowed from it was fading. That fury was the only thing keeping him going. Sonal gritted his great square teeth. He lifted the blade once more, yanking himself up the body, one pull after another. "I'm going for the head." As he reached the end of the long neck, Sonal tried to catch his breath, but it just would not stay caught. "Alright, kids. I think I'm clocking out here. Anything in my pack, it's all yours. Whatever has to be done next." Sonal pulled in one final long breath. This was good. It was right. 52 summers was plenty of time for anyone. Few bulls even got to build one family, and yet he'd been lucky enough to have two. The ocean stretched out forever before and beneath him. The salt air stung his nose, and he breathed it in deep. He'd sailed it once as a younger bull, serving with his father under the flag of their nation and their god. Back before he'd met Nier, before she bore him Mira, even before his muzzle went grey, and before their god had died. Before the whites had razed his village, and he took the blood hunter's oath. In the moment of Sonal's final act, an odd thought crossed his mind, and he looked up into the sun. "Is it a nice view?" A voice then whispered behind him. "It's the best you've ever seen." Sonal turned around shocked. he saw standing behind him the outline of his beloved Nier. He missed them. He missed them all. And as a tear dripped down his face, he was ready. Sir Null raised the frozen axe one final time, feeling the bestial mind within it growl. "Once more, old friend," he muttered, and brought it down with both hands. Ice and ancient steel came slamming down through the scale and flesh, bone and brain. With one last scream, the dragon went suddenly limp, the wings failing and the great beast dropping like a stone. At some point, Sir Null was dislodged and falling free, but that was all right. He didn't want it to end besides that monster anyway. But he couldn't tell if the blue before his eyes was the sea or the sky. But he found that it really did not matter. Sir Null, son of Boris, husband of Nier, father of Mira, and member of the morning song, he closed his eyes one last time.